students. Today we are going to cover chapter number 5, arithmetic progression. What is arithmetic progression? In short, we are saying that AP, arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers such that the difference is constant. Sequence of numbers. So we know, we need to understand to know the meaning of sequence. What is sequence? So sequence is a set of numbers that arranged in definite order. Which type of definite order? So let's consider some examples of AP. Let us continue our counting 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100. Okay. So here is the definite order between the numbers. That means 1, then 2, then 3 and 4. And between the gap of 1 and 2 is 1. 2 and 3 is also 1. 3 and 4 is 1. That means different is constant. Similarly, we take it another example 100, 70, 40, 10 and so on. So difference between these two numbers is 30, then again 30. That means it is a sequence of number. That means set of numbers arranged in definite order. Define order. That means the same as continue 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Here between the two numbers, that means terms of AP. Difference is constant. Okay. And this is a sequence of a number. Set of a number arranged in definite order. 6, 6, 6, 6. Continuous 6 is here. Another AP is 2, 8, 14, 20. These all are the examples of AP. That means here are the numbers in a definite order and difference between them is a constant value. Okay. And also the AP is two types of finite AP, infinite AP. Finite AP, that means the AP has limited terms. Which type of? So again you all see that the example number 1 and 4. Here is the last term is given, that means 100. So AP continue up to 100 and AP continue up to 50. So 1 and 4 both are the example of finite AP. Similarly, the second type of AP is infinite AP. So example number 2nd and 3rd. Here is last term is not given. That means we cannot say that then where up to which term AP is here. So these are the examples of infinite AP. The AP has unlimited terms called infinite AP. Let us understand general form of AP. What is general form of AP? That means how can we write the terms of AP. Suppose the A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D. This is the general form of AP. A or A1, that means first term of AP. A plus D, that means A2. A plus 2D, A3. Then A plus 3D, that means A4. That means fourth term of AP. And continue. A, that means first term. D, that means common difference between the two terms of AP. Common difference, how can we find it? Common difference, so always D is equal to, you can write it, that means A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2 or A4 minus A3. That means successive term minus previous term. A4 minus A3 and so on. Let us take some example. How can we write it AP if we know that the first term, suppose I am taking here A is equal to 5 and D is equal to 3. Okay, so first term A or A1, that means 5. Okay, for the next term, what is it? A2 is equal to A plus D. A, that means 5, D, that means 3. So A2 is equal to 8. Similarly, the third term A3 is equal to A plus 2D. So A and 2D. So answer is 11. So this type of, to fulfill the value in this general form of AP, we can write it the terms of the AP. So in the basis of A4, A plus 3D and fulfill the value of A and D. Suppose the 5, A plus 4D. So A plus 4D, D that means 3. 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 5 that means 17. So our AP is first term 5, then A2, A3, A4, A5. Then we are finding by using the formula. Or if the AP has given, then easily you find it the D, that means common difference by using the formula. Then successive term minus previous term, or A2 minus A1, or A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3. This type of we can find it. The common difference is always a constant value. In this chapter, we will use the two formulas. What are these? The find the number of term, that means particular term. The question is find the A12, A13, A20, okay, number of term. Or find the nth term, that means any term. So here is the formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So we are taking the same series. AP is equal to 5, 8, 11, 14 and 17. So A and D always we find out by the formula A2 minus A1, the same as 3, and fulfill the value in this formula. Easily we find it particular term. Suppose A12 we need to find out, so the place of n, what is the 12 is there. So A12, A plus n minus 1, that means 12 minus 1 and 3. So we get it, the A12, that means 12th term of the given AP is equal to 38. One more formula we will use in this chapter when we need to find out sum of first n terms of AP. First n terms, that means suppose we need to find out the sum of first 12th term of the given AP. Is it? So formula is S, that means sum is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. There n, that means first 12th or first 15, whatever the question is given, then n, value of n is equal to particular that one. That means first 12 term we need to find out the sum, so n is equal to 12, a is equal to 5 by the same AP I am taking here, d is equal to 3. Then fulfill all the values, we easily find it as sum. Sum is equal to first 12 term of the AP is equal to 258. Suppose sometime the same formula when we need to find out the sum of first n term, we using this type of S is equal to n by 2 a plus L. L, that means last term. If any question given AP, the last term is given, suppose the same as, and here is the question up to 38, that means last term is equal to 38. So we will use this formula for finding the sum of first n term. This is called the finite AP because the number of terms of AP is limited here. Okay, so we will use this formula. N, that means 12, L, that means what is it, 38. Okay, so we easily find out the value of sum of the first n term by using this formula also.